Hello everyone, it's your girl Asia from Rant channel. Welcome back to my channel. For updates, like I keep saying, new Degrassi videos on the way, new topics, new rants about anything, whether it's a storyline, character, you already know I'm going to do it. So, that is what we have new coming up, is new Degrassi content. The videos that I do want to talk about that are the ones that are going to be talked about as of right here, right now. I want to talk about the double standard between Claire and Allie's friendship, because I feel like there is a double standard. I want to talk about Frankie's character, which I just got done watching her character journey from Next Generation to Next Class, and I'm not happy. Frankie's character was really fumbled, and it pisses me off so bad because I feel like she should have been one of the next girls who was like the face of their season, but it wasn't her, it wasn't anyone. So we'll touch on that base when I get there. We got, along with other videos I want to talk about, I still want to talk about season 5 when I get a chance, and I still want to talk about things I like and things I didn't like about the generation. But the video that I want to talk about today is just something I was just thinking of, and I thought I'd bring it up because for some reason I thought I made a video about this, but I didn't. So for those who know, I dropped a video maybe not too long ago talking about season 13, specifically things that I didn't like or things that I feel like just didn't make sense to me. And one of the things I put in there, I mentioned how I didn't like how they always made Maya apologize to Tristan when he was the one who was always doing something and she would just have a reaction. I didn't like that. I hated that Maya always apologized to Tristan when clearly he was in the wrong. It just felt like she was just feeling his ego when it's like, what is she apologizing for? I hated that. When I said in my video, I feel like the only thing Maya was ever wrong for doing to Tristan was outing his feelings to Miles to make herself not look desperate or look jealous to Miles, when she was the one that was really upset, where Tristan was like upset due to the fact that I don't know why Tristan felt betrayed that Miles and Zoe were fooling around. I have no idea why he felt betrayed, because he only really wanted Miles because Maya wanted him. So that's what I want to get to today. I didn't mention this in that video when I made it, and I just literally just thought about it, so I figured why not talk about it. So, I literally been thinking, because there's this whole, best friend code, you don't date someone I like or you don't date someone I dated. Because I would say growing up, I remember watching Next Class, and I remember really saying that I don't feel like Lola was wrong for dating Tiny, even after Shay told her it was okay. But now that I'm older and I've watched the show as many times as I have, I could say straight up, Lola was dead ass wrong. I understand you don't claim no one, you feel like nobody is your property, this, none of that, and third, okay, yeah, I get that. But Lola was wrong and she know it, because Shay still liked Tiny even after she gave you the okay. So you gotta think how it felt for her to see you with the guy that she liked and had to be so passive and so quiet about it. I feel like Shay should have been angry out loud, not inside her head. Shay was way too fucking passive, especially when it came to Lola. She was extremely fucking passive, and I hated that. Lola was dead ass fucking wrong for dating Tiny even when she knew that Shay liked him, and she was dead ass fucking wrong for posting that picture when she knew Shay and Tiny were together. So I'm over here thinking, like, when Miles and Tristan started dating, did Tristan break the best friend code? And a lot of y'all are about to say no, because him and Maya stopped being friends. I don't give a fuck if they stop being friends. It's still wrong. The fuck? And that's what this video is mainly about. I feel like Tristan broke the best friend code between him and Maya by dating Miles, and I feel like nobody ever brings that conversation to the forefront for whatever reason, because it was a guy and girl friendship. But I feel like Tristan broke broke the best friend code, broke the dating code, broke whatever you want to call it. I feel like he broke it because regardless, even though him and Maya wasn't cool, it's still shitty to date a guy who literally broke Maya's heart at the court, broke Maya's heart when they were at Zoe's court case because he was not honest about what really happened that night. Even after Maya asked him twice what really happened, he never told her what really happened. And people gonna say, "Oh, Miles didn't have to tell Maya anything because nothing really happened." Even though the show tried to make it seem like even though the show tried to make it seem like that Miles and Zoe fucked at his party, no, they never had sex. They never did any of that. That never happened. And I don't feel like Zoe gave him a striptease either. Him and Zoe were about to kiss or do whatever that night. Winston stopped Miles, and Zoe passed out, and Winston and Miles put her in the pool house. My thing is that for y'all to sit here and say, "Oh, it doesn't count because they're not friends," are y'all stupid? Miles literally broke Maya's heart at the court by not telling her the truth, even after she asked him twice what happened, and he tried to come up with a romantic gesture to avoid the conversation, which is that Miles was about to cheat on Maya that night, and he was going to do it if Winston didn't stop him. He was about to be doing some infidelity shit, and Winston stopped him. He should have been honest to Maya about that night because she deserved it. And I didn't like that in the conversation that Miles and Maya had at court, where he was basically trying to blame it on her that she left him that night, and that's why he was about to do what he was about to do. That doesn't make any excuses. The fuck, I left because me and you already had a date planned, and you excused to do what we were going to do together as boyfriend and girlfriend, to throw a big ass party, to throw it in your dad's face that you're going to go against his wishes. I don't want to be involved in no toxic shit. I don't want to be involved. Maya didn't want to argue. That's why she left, and she asked Miles to shut the party down so they can actually talk about what's really going on, what's really bothering him. And he yelled at Maya at the party, telling her she don't know anything, she knows nothing. And she said, "All right, good night," and she left. Miles should have went after Maya to make things right because you threw a party when you knew you and her already had a romantic night planned. Miles was completely in the wrong, and I hated that whenever him and Maya got into an argument, specifically when it was just like wrapped around their relationship, he always tried to make it seem like Maya didn't understand why he was doing the things he was doing. No, she understands. She was just trying to understand why do you put so much time and effort into it. If you don't like your dad and you don't want your dad to see you being anything other than like a delinquent that causes trouble, then maybe you shouldn't do the things that you do. It's backwards. You're saying you don't want your dad to treat you like a child, but you go and throw a party after they told you not to, and you get mad at her because she tells you to shut it down. That don't even make sense. So at the court, when it came out that him and Zoe almost fucked, Maya was really sad and really heartbroken because she actually thought things between her and Miles were going to be different. But it turns out he still has this unpredictability, outrage, impulsive behavior where he just does something in the moment because he's angry. And I feel like Maya was not wrong for breaking up with Miles this good that time and telling him she's not going to pick up the pieces anymore because it's not her problem. Your outraged and impulsive decisions are not my problems to clean up. You chose to throw a party even after your parents told you not to, so you have to deal with the consequences. I'm your girlfriend, but I can draw the line. Paula, what is that? So, that takes us to Miles and Tristan dating. So, y'all already know they randomly put Miles and Tristan together at the end of season 13, whatever. They're together in season 14. Again, like I keep saying, I feel like Tristan broke the best friend code because at the end of the day, you know Maya was dating Miles. So it's like, I don't give a fuck if you and her aren't friends due to her doing something that was right for you. Tristan really only wanted Miles because he felt like he had to compete with Maya. Like, literally, in season 14, when him and Maya sat down and had a conversation about everything that's happening in their friendship, he made it seem like it was a competition between him and Maya. Like, literally made it seem like it was a competition. He's talking about, I get Miles. Out of all the guys, I get Miles, and you had to butt in and make him fall back in love with you. What? Why do everybody feel like they had to compete with Maya? Fuck, there's no competition. There's none of that. Tristan really only dated Miles to prove that, oh, Maya ain't just the lucky one who gets to date him. I get to date him too. It was really just something like to prove. It was just like a competition thing, babe. Like, no one's trying to be competitive with you. When your silly ducky ass should have realized that Miles was really only using you as a rebound, but you were so caught up on trying to be picked and be chosen, you couldn't even see that he really used you as a rebound. Because if he was really over Maya, why the fuck did it take him so fast to fall in love with her when she really was just offering her friendship for him? Because he had nobody there for him, and no one knew about his situation at home other than her. You're going to say she made Miles fall back in love with her? There was no make. Miles fell in love with Maya, fell back in love with her, or caught feelings for her again because he was never over her to begin with. Something Tristan should have known the second him and Miles started fooling around, because that was the first question he asked Miles. Literally, to have the insecurity to ask a guy, is all this kissing or fooling around something to get back at Maya? That was really the first question he asked Miles, and Miles said, you know, I do not care about my dumb ex opinion. And he said, I'm just trying to make sure. If you feel so confident and so secure, or you feel safe enough in your relationship to where you feel like he ain't doing all that just to get her attention, why are you asking? Obviously, Tristan didn't believe Miles when he said, no, it's not because of Maya. Because if you did feel like you and him are having a genuine relationship, why was that the first question you asked? So I feel like if that's the first question you asked, then you should already know what was up. Why are you shocked and surprised that in a time of being in the dark and not having anybody who truly understands and not having anyone to talk to, here's Miles who tells Miles that she's been having nightmares about him hurting himself, to where it's really been the only thing she could think about, and her really being the only one who knows about his home situation, her being there for him is what made Miles fall back in love with Maya. Like, she's just always been somebody who cares no matter what, and she is someone who gives you chances even if you do her wrong, because that's the type of person she is. Maya is a very forgiving person, and I think that's what made Miles fall back in love with her again, that even after the messy breakup that they had, she didn't hold it against him. Like, she was willing to let that go just to be there for him in an hour of need. Something Tristan should have been doing, because why is Maya there for him when you're in a fucking relationship with him? The fuck? I don't give a fuck if he dogs you or not. You still should have showed up at the end of the day. The fuck? So if you think about it, Tristan abandoned Miles throughout that entire situation by judging him instead of really trying to figure out what was really going on. Like, it don't even make any sense. Like, how can Tristan be with Miles in season 14 and not suspect anything different? Like, he didn't notice anything. All he ever, like, no signs of abuse. All he said is that you're irritable and moody. So you're noticing my annoyance, but not the abuse going on in my home. How is it that Maya was able to know that something was going on between Miles and his dad by just looking at him, when Tristan, someone who was literally dating him for those few weeks, few days, few months, or whatever, how was Tristan not able to connect the dots? And that he really, and then not only that, he judged Miles for smoking weed, went and told Winston, Frankie, and Hunter about it, and I don't think he was wrong for that, because I feel like Tristan did care and was just trying to see what was going on with Miles. But I feel like when I go back at it now, no, I don't think Tristan was wrong for telling Winston, Frankie, and Hunter. What I do feel like what was fake was Tristan's concern. I don't think Tristan really cared about what was really going on in Miles' head or why he was acting the way he was acting. He just wanted Miles to just go back to being normal, so they could go back to having a normal relationship, whatever that looked like before everything in Miles' family got bad. Once he came out and said that he liked the boys. My thing is with Tristan is that you genuinely didn't care to see what was really going on with him. You just wanted him to fake the funk so you and him could go back to having a relationship. Like, are you kidding me? So I definitely feel like Tristan broke the friendship code, because I don't give a fuck if you and Maya stop being cool or whatever. You don't date her ex and then try to dangle it over her head by saying, oh, I got the hottest guy in school, and this, that, and third. Talking about, oh, you were with him, I with him now, and that. Like, how insecure you have to be to feel like you're competing with me? Tristan only wanted Miles because Maya liked him first. And then not only that, he only furthered his interest in Miles when Zoe said that Miles liked her, and Tristan was like, no, Miles plays for my team, due to the fact that Miles, Tristan, and Winston all had to share bunk beds in a room when they were in Paris, and Tristan thought Miles might have been gay or whatever because he gave him a hug and, you know, told him that he was just trying to do guy stuff because he doesn't have an issue with Tristan being gay. He was just, you know, picking on him because he just thought that's what guys do. But if Tristan doesn't like it, he won't do it. Miles hugged Tristan and told him it's going to be a great trip. We're going to have tons of fun. The next day, he told Maya, was like, I hugged Miles, and when we hugged, my heart lingered. He said he just might be the one. After a hug, this nigga is planning the wedding. Zoe was like, there's no way Miles is gay. He plays for my team. Tristan was like, no, he plays for my team. And Zoe said, you want to make a bet? And they said, bet. Whoever he kisses first, he plays for that team. Granted, Maya already liked Miles. Miles and Maya already liked each other. So when people try to say, oh, Maya broke the friend code because Tristan liked Miles first. No. We dropping all that shit right here, right the fuck now. You niggas, you new fucking Degrassi fans who just now got into the show that like to go on Reddit and run y'all fingers, or you people who don't watch the show as much and y'all think y'all just know so much, I'm here to tell y'all what y'all don't, because half the time y'all don't even know what the fuck y'all talking about. How the fuck can you sit here and watch season 13 and say Maya broke the friend code? Tristan broke the motherfucking friend code because you have no idea how awkward it was for Maya to sit down and listen to him talk about a guy that she had already been crushing on for just having a few conversations and eye glances at him. Are you kidding me? Maya and Miles liked each other. The only reason why Miles was fooling around with Zoe was to get a rise out of Maya, due to the fact that she rejected him on the bus when he said that, are me and you going to be fooling around this summer? And she was like, no, she's going to be hanging out with her best friend. He said, all right, you're lost. Zoe chin-checked Maya, was like, are you and him going to be hooking up? Maya was like, no. Zoe was like, good, let's keep it that way. So, Miles being hot shit, and, you know, probably come from that headspace where every bitch want him, he must have felt some type of way when Maya was like, no, we're not going to be hooking up. So he really was only fooling around with Zoe just to get a rise out of Maya. Like, when he was with, and I have to call that out too, that's also a double standard. Because a lot of y'all like to call out, oh, this, that, and third, about, oh, da-da-da-da-da-da. How can you date somebody when you know you really in love with somebody else? Okay, well, how come y'all never called Miles out for that? This coming from someone who was a fan of him, I never called him out on it because Miles and Zoe's little, whatever you want to call it, is something I never really paid too much attention to. But looking back at it now, Miles did do Zoe dirty as fuck. But I think Zoe was mad at the wrong person. She should have been taking that shit out on Miles, but instead she took it out on Maya. When in reality, Miles and Maya weren't even dating when they came back to school from the trip. They were not dating. Zoe kept saying they were dating when it's like, no, they were not dating. And not only that, oh my god, it's so much shit with this storyline that's now coming back into my brain when I think about it. Miles was dead ass wrong for how he did Zoe, because he knew when he started fooling around with Zoe, he was only doing it to get a rise out of Maya. And when his feelings became too strong to stop denying that he had feelings for Maya, Zoe saw, but again, like I said, she took it out on Maya when she really should have been taking it out on Miles. And Miles broke up with Zoe because he didn't like Mean Girls, he didn't like the bullying. So him and Zoe, whatever, they stopped doing what they were doing. But I feel like at the end of the day, I feel like now when I look at it, Zoe's feelings were valid. Because at first I was just thinking like, girl, you and him did what you did in Paris. Why the fuck is you even so mad? But when she explained to Maya in the Thunderstruck episodes was that she actually liked Miles, and she took Maya took him away from her. First of all, again, I'm getting tired of people always trying to blame Maya for why their relationships or whatnot didn't work out. Like I just said, Maya and Miles already liked each other way before they went on the Paris trip. So, directly, Zoe, how blind could you have been to not see that they liked each other? Talk about, how about when you stole my boyfriend, this and that and third, and you started dating him after me and him broke up, and I really liked him. First of all, I have no loyalty, nothing to you. Me and you were never really friends at all. Maya and Zoe always try to keep it cordial. Even after, like, the whole Thunderstruck episodes, they kept it cordial or whatnot, but they were never really friends. So, as far as I'm concerned, Maya don't owe Zoe no type of loyalty, because, bitch, what do you mean I dated him even after you and him broke up? Right, you and him broke up. Therefore, he's free to date whoever the fuck he wants to date. But, bitch, for you to act like I'm owed some type of loyalty to you, that, it was fucked up for me to date Miles after he broke up with you, I don't owe you shit. I don't owe you nothing. And as far as I'm concerned, Zoe never apologized, or maybe she did, I'm not sure. But maybe I have to go back and watch those episodes. But it's like, did Zoe ever apologize for Maya for doing the shit that she did to her online? And how she took her anger out on the wrong motherfucker? Zoe was wrong at Zoe was mad at the wrong person when Miles broke up with her. She should have been mad at Miles because he dated her even when he knew he had feelings for Maya, which is something I feel like nobody ever calls him out for, due to them feeling like they don't care for him and Zoe's whatever they were doing as much, because I really didn't. So I didn't really pay too much attention to it. That's why I never really called him out on it. But I'm calling him out now after rewatching the season because he was dead ass wrong for doing what he did to her. And then not only that, I got something else to say. I got a whole lot to say, actually. Not only that, can we please talk about how we can end a discussion right here, right now, when it comes to Maya and Tristan, who broke the whole friendship code? Because, again, I'm going to say this. Maya, Miles, they liked each other way before they came to Paris. But can we talk about before Maya ever said yes to going out with Miles? Can we talk about how she went to Tristan and told him that she liked Miles, and he asked her out, and she wants to say yes, but she wants to make sure Tristan is okay with it? And can we talk about how Tristan said yes, and he said that it was just one kiss that happened between him and Miles? He wouldn't be upset if Maya and Miles dated. She asked. She made sure it was okay with him. Tristan never did that with Maya. He never asked Maya if she was okay with him and Miles dating. Not only that, he never even told Maya was it okay for him to like Miles too, knowing she likes him. But y'all try to act like, y'all didn't know that Maya liked Miles. Are you kidding me? How can you watch the first scene and not know that they liked each other? They liked each other. What are you talking about? Tristan only liked Miles because Maya liked him. Because Zoe liked him. So he thought, okay, he hot shit. Maya liked him, Zoe liked him, and now I'm gonna like him. Are you kidding me? And then not only that, can we talk about how Tristan is fake as fuck? Because up until Zoe and Miles started fooling around, he was literally all up on her dick. Like, on her dick, talking about, oh my God, you're from West Drive. I watch you on TV. I love you. La la la. Literally abandoned Maya at the fucking club. When Zoe brought up, we could go to the fucking concert or whatever, and Maya was like, can I come? And Zoe was like, sure, I guess. Tristan was like, but what about your curfew? You probably won't even be able to make it. Like, are you kidding me? He literally ditched Maya the second Zoe graced our screens with her presence. But the second she was all over Miles, he couldn't wait to get on the hate train and say, I hate her. She a devil. She's this, she that. You're literally fake. And then after Zoe did the shit that she did to Maya by slut-shaming her all over the internet, he couldn't wait to befriend Maya's op. Are you kidding me? Like, I feel like y'all do not call out how shitty of a friend Tristan really was to Maya. Y'all try to make it seem like Maya was really the shitty person. No. The only thing I feel like Maya ever did to Tristan that was really petty and fucked up was really outing his feelings to Miles just because she didn't want to say that she liked Miles. That's it. That is the only grimy thing Maya ever did to Tristan when they were friends. Other than that, Tristan was always the one doing something to Maya and she had to apologize for it. It was like an emotional abusive tactic. I do something to you, but I'm going to gaslight you into thinking you did something to me to where you apologize and I don't. It literally felt like that whenever I would watch Tristan and Maya's relationship. But then y'all sit here and say, oh, he didn't break the friend code. What do you mean? He dated this boy right after him and Maya broke up. Never asked her if she was okay with it. But Maya asked Tristan if he was okay with it. Even though I feel like deep down he shouldn't have been okay with it. I feel like they should have just did a love triangle with Maya, Tristan, and Miles. There should have been no reason why they didn't do it. It was enough space for opportunity. It's right there. Why not do it? It would have been different. A guy and a girl fighting over a boy. It would have been different. Something I would have liked to see. But Degrassi, you know, as far as when it comes to these other seasons, they fumbled a lot. And I'm starting to see a lot of the fumbles that they did do that I never saw before. When it comes to characters, storylines, when it comes to doing stuff as far as like stirring the pot for drama. There's a lot of storylines they fumbled, a lot of storylines they did not execute, or a lot of storylines they just dropped and didn't further. Like, to me, it's just, they just fumbled a lot, like a lot, to where it's like, it's crazy how much they fumbled. But I feel like we can end this conversation with Maya being the one who destroyed the friendship, or didn't, or she broke the code. No, Tristan broke the code, and I just gave y'all tons of reasons why he broke the code. Like I said, at least Maya asked Tristan if he was okay with it. At least she asked him. Tristan didn't even do that. He just dated Miles to get back at Maya. He was just happy that he finally got the hot guy that all the girls already been with. That's all he cared about. Tristan is so insecure. I don't like Tristan. He's fake as fuck. He tries to gaslight everyone into thinking they're the issue when really he's the problem. And I hate it. Like, they try to make it feel like Maya is this big ass villain when honestly she's a victim. Everybody has always came for Maya for absolutely no fucking reason. And I'm going to talk about that again. Even though I've already made like 2 videos expressing why Maya really isn't no villain, or why everybody was so jealous of her, because I don't get it. I literally have another video coming out where I want to talk about Maya's depression storyline. And I'm about to really, really break all y'all jaws with my facts when it comes to that storyline. Because not only was the storyline phenomenal, but Maya had shitty friends. There was nobody that was there for Maya when she was going through what the fuck she was going through. Nobody was there for her, but everybody couldn't wait to ask her to do something once she came back to school. Like, are you kidding me? So we're going to go ahead and talk about that, because I'm getting tired with people acting like Maya was like the villain of the show. It's like, I don't get it. Like, I don't get it. Anybody who was friends with Maya or whatever treated her awful. Grace, Tristan, Zig, all of them, Jonah, all of them treated her horrible. All of them. And I hate that Tori, I hate that everybody trying to make it like she's just like this big ass villain, or that she's annoying and all this other stuff. Like, no, I actually love Maya. And anybody that was ever her friend felt like they was competing with her. And that's what I don't like. Tristan thought he was competing with her. Tori thought she was competing with her. Grace tried to blame Maya for why guys don't pay her attention, because she's beautiful and pretty, and it distracts guys from Grace's beauty. It's like, girl, what the fuck are you even talking about? Are you really trying to gaslight or manipulate the fact that because of me being who I am, that's the reason why guys haven't asked you out yet? Girl, are you kidding me? Like, what? Like, I couldn't believe it. But I feel like I said everything I need to say. I feel like I didn't really have to say too much. I just really want to go on here and just end this discussion, this topic now. That I feel like Maya never broke no friendship code, no nothing, because she asked Tristan was it okay before her and Miles ever did anything that they did. And it looked very much like Tristan was okay with it, because when Maya and Miles dated, he never gave them like no look, never said like, I can't do this, I can't be around y'all. No, when he was there, he was just there like saying, oh, I should. Like he would tell Maya he's like on Team Miles for her to work it out with him, compared to being on Team Zig and this and that other third shit. Or he was just off being best friends with Zoe. Like sometimes he wasn't even there for Maya for what she was going through in the love triangle when it came to all the drama that came with it. Like he wasn't we never saw them sit down and have a conversation with him, checking up on her about the drama. It would just be him just there next to Maya when shit finna go down. Like when Miles put the gun to Zig hand, or at the dance when Maya asked Miles did he snitch on Zig and he walked away. Like we never saw a conversation with him actually genuinely checking up on Maya to see if she was cool when it came to the drama. And I don't know, I just feel like Tristan is a character I don't like, and I've made videos expressing why I don't like him. Tristan reminds me of Tori that's just in a guy version. Like I don't like him. Because both Tori and Tristan were shitty friends to Maya, and not only that, they both were jealous of her and both felt like they were competing with her. Like what? Like it is not my, and both Tori and Tristan were both shallow, superficial, very insecure, and always try to make Maya feel like she's weird or whatever it may be. Like, no, y'all are weird. The fuck? Because y'all feel like y'all competing with y'all best friend and y'all like to blame Maya for everything. I'm sick of that shit. That shit is like mad irritating. Oh, but another thing I did want to mention is that I will say this, when I do go back and watch season 13, the show definitely hinted that they were going to do something with Miles and Tristan in season first. The show definitely hinted they were going to do something with Miles and Tristan in season 13 when they came back to school and they both were on the basketball team and they created like a friendship. They kind of hinted something with them, but I feel like in the last episode of the season, it just felt random because we have not seen them talk or hung out or anything like that since being on the basketball team. Once that kind of was done with Tristan like fake giving Miles steroids and things like that, Miles and Maya started dating. So it's like they didn't even care for him and Tristan. Because again, that's one of the reasons why I said they should have did a love triangle, because when I watched those episodes with like Tristan giving him fake steroids and things like that, it looked like Tristan was still like, he still liked it, Miles, like the looks he would give him and things of that nature. It felt like he still did like him. I would have not had an issue if Miles and Tristan would have just stayed a friendship and not have got into it romantically, because I like that Miles was like the first guy on the show when it came to that generation who was friends with Tristan, even though he was gay. Like, was cool being friends with a gay guy, not saying weird shit like, well, if I hang out with a gay guy, it makes me gay, things like that. No, he kind of reminded me of Craig. Like, Craig was like someone who was friends with Marco even when he was gay. Like, he was riding for Marco. He ain't play that hateful homophobia shit. He was riding for Marco. He was locked in with Marco. Him and Marco were friends. And I felt like they could have recycled a friendship like that by doing it with Miles and Tristan. I would have not had an issue if Miles and Tristan were best friends instead of romantically partners. Because romantically, they don't have any chemistry. But as friends, I like them. As friends, before they got into a relationship, as friends, Miles and Tristan were cool. They were cool as friends. So to me, I just feel like, why does everything on the show and the latest just have to be a relationship? Why can't people be friends? I don't get it. I really don't get it. But anywho, that's all we got to say for this video. And as always, it is nice talking to you guys, and catch you on my next